So you're probably asking yourself, why are the club so adamant right now about keeping the price of precious metals down right where they are? They are not allowed to move. They have got to stay there. Now, as I mentioned yesterday, JP Morgan was fined this tiniest little fine, $650,000, for not producing accurate numbers of their large trader position. Whoever their large trader or traders are, not reporting properly to the CFTC. And the CFTC is basically saying, we know it's wrong. We've been talking to you since 2012 about this, and you still keep continuously giving us the wrong numbers. So what that does is the COT report, which is the Commitment of Traders report that people, anybody looking at silver looks at, gold too, it's a week behind, but at least it tells you what the positions are basically of everyone who's playing the game. You have the small traders, the large traders, and then the commercials. So if one was to look at that data and say, oh my God, there are a lot of short positions all of a sudden in this COT data, COT data, Commission of Traders report data, one could accurately assume that sometime in the near future, prices are probably going to go down. Whereas if you saw that same Commitment of Traders report, and then all of a sudden there was a large amount of all three of those positions, I don't know what they call them, I guess, again, you have small trader, large trader, and then commercials. So those three entities, or three different types of players, if you will, or categories, if you started noticing, forget the small guys, but the large traders and the commercials, if you start to see them all of a sudden with a large long position, once again, that would usually tell you, hey, prices are gonna rise. So this whole time, we've all been looking at that, even sometimes saying, wow, they really went short this time, or, oh, you know, they're going long again, and, right? The whole time, none of it was accurate. This whole time, none of it has been accurate because they have not, JP Morgan, and again, they're the ones with the spotlight on them about this manipulation in the silver market. So, yesterday they tried to hit on both gold and silver, and for some reason, out of nowhere, later in the day, gold bounces back and wipes off everything like nothing happened to it. Silver, on the other hand, it didn't do that. It just stayed a little lower, and it just stayed there. Which was odd, because they usually go hand in hand. So, was there someone out there with an appetite for gold that said, I don't care, I'm all in? Some big player pushed the price back up? Very possible. So, why is it that they're doing this right now? And lately, they have been relentless on trying to keep those prices down. There's only one reason that I can think of why they've been, I mean, we all know they manipulate the price and they want to keep them down, but when they're absolutely relentless to keep the price down, something has to be up, right? Something's up. Why all of a sudden, why is it so critical that they just keep on it, keep on it, keep on it? So bad right now. Bad enough to where they want to push it even lower if they can, even though it bounced back in their face. This is after the options expiration last month, right? This is after all the nonsense data came out anyways. Why, you know, what's going on? Well, keeping in mind, July is usually that turnaround point, historically speaking anyways, for precious metals, namely gold. And the rest of the year, usually it does pretty well. So, again, the old astrologer guy said I wouldn't be shorting precious metals, you know, in July forward. So, we've just left July. It's August. There was some very large moves in July. Gold jumped, I mean jumped to 1340, and that's when the club said, oh, we can't have that. Can't have this astrologer guy coming true, or any other data. But none of that concerns me because, again, George Soros very recently purchased gold mining, silver mining shares, companies that deal with gold and silver. That man doesn't make mistakes, so as far as I'm concerned, this is absolutely temporary anyways. This price, you know, move or whatever, it has to be going up. But we have the expiration of the, well, I don't know if I should call it an expiration, but the going away of the London PM fix for silver. Thing's been in place for like 100 years. It's part of the manipulation scheme that they use. If they have clients that are about to make some money, if the price of gold or silver is above a certain level, well, they just make the little phone call at 2 p.m., 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. every day to set the price. And just like, was it Deutsche Bank, I think, mentioned the other day, got caught red-handed because their client stood to make a few $1,000,000 because the price of gold was high enough to where, for them, whatever position they had, made them some money. So that particular trader got with the club, set the 2 p.m. fix, and dropped the price of silver or gold so that the client didn't make any money. So whatever's going to happen, and I'm assuming, again, I'm just assuming that when this London PM silver fix goes away, which is a matter of days from now, I think it's the 14th of August to tell you the truth, so we're just days away from that. Is there going to be some correlation with the price going up all of a sudden? And they need to slam and keep these prices down now so that when this event happens, or maybe some event later in the year happens, like when they decide to pull the plug on the market and George Soros makes billions more dollars on his short position, like he always calls perfectly. They don't want the prices of precious metals rising too dramatically, so if they can keep the prices down, keep a stranglehold on them right now, just until later in the year, then they can finally let them go up. Whereas if they start going up now, and then later in the year, they go up even more, that's going to be too much. They can't have that. That's really going to put a spotlight on gold and silver. They can't have that. So they're throwing everything but the kitchen sink at precious metals right now to just keep them down, keep them from moving. And once again, gold said, I don't care, and bounced right back at the end of the day. Out of nowhere. So that's what I'm thinking of why they're relentless right now, because something that they know about is coming up very near future. They know it's going to push the price of precious metals up. As a matter of fact, maybe they allow it to happen, and because they're allowing it to happen, they're still keeping the stranglehold on it now because it's not time yet. And when it's time, let it release. Let's release the price a little bit. Maybe they have to. Maybe they've agreed to. Maybe God knows what. Maybe this London, PM precious metal fix thing is a big issue for them all of a sudden too now. That was another tool they used to manipulate the price. As we all know, it's going away August 14th, and they said, well, the ISDA says, well, we're gonna use Kitco and some other method combined to set the price. However, we're changing a rule in regards to these derivatives contracts. Anything after, so 15th of August and after, in regards to these derivatives contracts, are optional. It's optional that you will basically abide by these rules. So, what the hell does that mean? You have a derivatives contract and you kind of lost, you didn't like that? Manipulation, you called it, hey look, all this crap coming out, I know you manipulate, I'm not paying that. Go pound sand. Oh, okay, no problem. It was an optional obligation anyway, so... I mean, what does this mean, this optional thing? What is the point of this? So, remains to be seen is all I can say. But I will have my eye out. Take care.